chat. Welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is a bit of a weird day for me to stream. It is a Wednesday, April 28th of 2021, and Marsha's here. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's like really sweaty and gross in San Mateo right now for whatever reason. So I just dunked my head in some water, so that's why I look sweaty. But I'm not. It's because I dunked my head in water to cool off a little bit. This is one of those weird days where, like, I had the heater on last night, and I have strongly considered turning on the air conditioning. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drink instead of turning on the AC. And that seems to work just as well, right? The universal fix being too cold and fix being too warm is just a drink. But anyway, from WoW, as we do. But yeah, how y'all doing today? The plan is to work on some pre-commit.ci stuff and maybe finally merge this pull request that's been bugging me in my inbox for so long. If there's more things to fix, I'm just gonna fix it for them because it's been too many rounds of back and forth. And yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna merge it. But let me say hi to everyone who is here. Looks like we've got a name that I can't read and another name that I can't read because y'all have picked a color that's annoying. But it looks like it's Solus and Marsha, if I had to guess. Yep, I was right. Hacky Sack's here as well. I had a fun time going between shivers and sweats and having to turn on the AC and switch to AC like U-turn/volt switch. Oh, I assume for your second shot. That would make sense. Okay, the music's playing. I was like, why can't I hear the music? But it's just because it's quiet. All right. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some stuff on pre-commit.ci today. One is figuring out why I have negative metrics, which means I have a bug somewhere. Because none of the time should be negative. And then we're going to introduce some alerting because I have a symptom of a problem, but I don't know what caused it. So we're going to at least make sure that symptom shows up shows up next time. Oh, I gotta do set today. Set today, merging a pre-commit PR, and then working on some metrics and observability because we gotta get that fancy buzzword shit going for pre-commit.ci. Getting the double emotes today. But yeah, let's see. I gave your PR advice to my team and they rejected it. Sad. Oh no. About prioritizing code reviews over other work, or which piece of advice? Because I'm pretty sure I talk about a lot of it all the time. All of it. Every of the thing. I see you have the peep. Going from 2 to 1 and being yeah. Double sign off is stupid. Double sign off is stupid. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Again and again, we've gone back and forth on this pull request. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. All right, so let's look at what I reviewed last time. Please be more constructive. No, fuck you. God damn. All right, well, I'm just gonna fix their pull request because they're not gonna fix it themselves despite me being back and forth about it. Okay, Nov. Who has an attitude, apparently. But sometimes if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself. Docker fix 2. There was let's see if I still have that photo somewhere. There was this sign in my dorm that someone put up that was almost certainly a prank. Oh god, where am I gonna find this? I have no idea how I'm going to find this. But anyway, the sign said, if you want it done right, do it yourself, masturbate. That was the sign. Which, like, I mean, you don't have to bug me. This is not my sign. Toxic Anthony? No, I just don't have time for this person's shit. Good code changed like a ghost. Yeah, we're changing this good code like a ghost. Good. Okay, what are the 2 commits? Add Windows support, use different mount source. What? What is this? Mm-hmm. We can't yield directly because then it will make PyTest crazy. God, this guy is nuts. Sarcastic Dante! Thank you for the resub. 23 months, getting close to that 2-year mark here. He's just wrong. We can't yield directly because it will make PyTest crazy. God damn. I feel like at this point I just need to rewrite the whole fucking patch. Can you even import NTPath? What is this module? Common path name manipulations. Yeah, you don't want to import this. Oh, Christ. Alright, so let's just go through their patch 1 bit at a time and just fix it as we go. I would have instantly commented on a PR if it said this. Yeah, he's just doesn't know what he's doing, unfortunately. So we will change his code like a ghost. Did that say Windows 95? It did indeed. GNU plus Windows 95. Yeah. I mean, lots of parts of the Python standard library are really old, so it doesn't surprise me all that much. Okay, well, we can start by fixing that line. Regular languages Docker. Which most certainly fits on one line here. Docker output 0. Oh, this is trying to inspect the container? Alright, the implementation seems fine. Now we get to do whatever fuckery the test does. You mean the best version of Windows? Windows 95? Oh my god. Was that laptop up north? Was that 95 or was that 98? What the hell is that comma? Damn it. 14 other videos match. What is the title of that video? Comma assignment. Comma assignment. Here we go. This is a assertion that this has length 1 and an assignment into here. It's an unpacking, but of length 1. Oh, now we get to the test. Oh my god. This test is like 3 times as long as it used to be. Test in Docker Windows. What is going on here? Okay, well, let's just open up the test file. Start this. This. Okay. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to rewrite the function names to mention which thing they're testing, because, you know, they were grouping it by in Docker by using this, and that was their strong argument for grouping stuff here. But no, the tests are double namespaced. So not only does it say in Docker, it says in Docker, in Docker. So let's start with these first 3. Container mock file fixture. Oh, I did a dumb here. This is my self-replace. Okay, so we don't need to do this shit anymore. Mock. Let's just call this mock open, because clearly that's what it is. Mock open. Okay, so mock open. Mock. Oh, we already did that. Don't care. Don't need to assert that something is called. Mock open dot read data equals vt docker t. Should actually use a real value here instead of whatever the fuck this is, because when it's done right, you do it yourself. What you drinking there? I am drinking Le Frambois, which I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing wrong, but that's fine. But yeah. What is the what? What is the what? Plumage Asian glow. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Test in Docker, test in Docker, test one, test in Docker, test one. Yeah, exactly. What's the thought behind test classes? I don't like them, personally, because I've explained this a bunch of times, they lead people to try and do way too clever shit in test cases with inheritance and, mix-ins and other sorts of garbage. I think tests should be as easy to read as possible. And if you have to go hunting for, which mix-in adds this weird behavior, you're probably in a bad place. The other thing that kind of sucks about class-based tests, especially if you do inheritance, is that it's really easy to accidentally hide a test or accidentally break a functionality of a mix-in value. It's also really hard to understand the dependencies of a test because your class might magically pull in helper functions as kind of side effects. And so if you're trying to detangle a test from, in particular like a ball of mud in the middle of your code base, like it can be really hard if you're dealing with class-based tests. With function-based tests, it's really obvious what gets used in the test module because you just look at the imports. But yeah, so I don't like tests or class-based tests. I like tests. Anthony hates all classes. Yeah. Yeah. Classes are gross, but that's the job. So I mean, you can do classes well. I just think test classes are hard to do well. Okay, I forgot a colon. In string, requires string as left operands, not bytes. This is returning the wrong value. How do I do the thing that I need to do here? Why are you returning? Oh, why are you garbage? Where's the example using read data? We have to pass it into mock open? Am I supposed to do new callable dot read data? No. What's the right way to do this? Oops. God, I hate mock open. I wish it wasn't so shit. Anyway, you do this a different way. Data bytes. We don't have to type annotate tests because they are tests. Built-ins, open. Mock open, star quarks. I think I can just do this. Mock open takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Just do this. Can't pass quarks to a mock we aren't creating. What? Say what? What's going on here? Oh my god, so much chat. Bytest fixtures can also do some kind of inheritance with taking other fixtures. Yeah, and I think that's garbage too. Bytest inheritance fixture inheritance is wild. It's really hard to follow. It's way harder to follow than classes. Better a smartass than a dumbass. Yeah. Yeah. My dad used to tell me you're the smartest dumbass. Yeah, that makes sense. Nanos for newbies before they learn Vim/Emacs. Look at this speedrunner. Yeah. Hey, what's up, outdated version? Hello, hello. Good to see you. I think it's mad about this somehow, which is weird. Can't pass quarks to mock from not creating. What? It's very, very weird. Maybe we pass quarks into here? Mock open got unexpected keyword argument side effect. Very weird. This work? Wait, why is that test failing now? Wait, what? Oh, because it's probably not actually mocking open now. Actually, we got multiple keyword arguments for read data. How does quarks have this in it? From this call. What? How are there multiple read datas here? Or is the stack trace misleading me? What is going on here? Yeah, how is that like that? There must be a hidden frame. There must be a hidden frame. Be some sort of hidden frame. Quargs.update quargs. I don't see how this possibly has two. Well, let's debug it. I mean, one option is we just do this and then do read data. All takes 2 positional arguments, but 3 were given. I have no idea what's going on here. Weird. Oh, I see what's happening here. So that was probably working. Mock open got unexpected keyword arguments side effect. Oh, this is an easier way to do this. It's trying to be too clever. This work way better. There we go. Okay. Way more work than that was worth. Okay, oops. Let's actually read what this file is supposed to actually contain, because this is clearly bullshit. I don't know why they didn't do an actual output there when reading this. In order to do that, we actually have to start up something that has Docker. RDX Rob! Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream, raiders. How you doing on this fine Wednesday? Welcome, welcome, Star Fox. Thank you for the follow. I guess I will introduce myself. My name is Anthony. I sometimes write code. Build a Gray, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I maintain a bunch of open source libraries in Python that you might have heard of, such as PyTest, Tox, Flake8, PyFlakes, pre-commit, Dead Snakes, Lipsass Python, a whole bunch of stuff. And today we're working on merging a pull request in pre-commit from an outside contributor that has interesting opinions about things, so we are currently rewriting their code. Oh my god, another raid! Oh, how do I say your name? I know the J is not pronounced how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I'm gonna say you are Bike Clay. Thank you for the raid! Welcome more raiders! Oh, BJ Cagley! Oh, I remember now! You've raided me before! Hello, hello! More raiders, everyone's on Terraform? Yeah. Oh, why are you starting? Why is it starting on the other screen? I don't know. But welcome, welcome. Oh, let me give you your shout out as well. BJ, yes, now I remember now. Perfect. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Beta N-Cars and Pikachu. We have the Pikachu in my chat. And yes, I know I have a keyboard cam as I'm typing in a password here, but this password is bad password. Literally bad password. So I'm not concerned about you knowing the password. But what were you working on, RWX Rob and BJ? What were you working on today? Docker run. And this is actually Docker? Or is this Podman? That's Podman. User bin Docker. Oh right, because I'm not part of the Docker group, so we got a sudo here, and we got to type the bad password again. Escosta Diego, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Somebody asked why I'm typing Nano instead of Babby. And the reason is I used to use Nano, but Babby is my text editor that I wrote myself. And I haven't fixed the muscle memory yet, so I still have this Nano alias to Babby. Now, funny thing about Babby is its original name... Oh, you can't see that because it's off screen. Ah! Oh my god, another raid? Another raid? CM Griffin! Thank you for the raid. I'm not complaining, but everyone has decided this is where we're sending the viewers today. Everyone's going to watch Anthony Wright's Code on this sweaty Wednesday. But welcome raiders. Thank you for the raid, CM Griffin. If you guys don't know CM Griffin, he runs a great channel. CM Griffin! Thank you for the resub at 3 months. Mr. Sir! Mr. Sir! Were we falling on the raid train? We also have BJ and RWX Rob. What is BJ Kegley? Yes. Sorry. I forgot your name. But welcome everyone. I guess I just did my spiel, but I will do it again. My name is Anthony. I work on a lot of open source Python code. I maintain some stuff that you might have heard of, such as PyTest, Talks, Flake8, PyFlakes, pre-commit, Dead Snakes, bunch of things. And today we are working on some open source, merging a pull request and pre-commit, and then we're going to be working on my little startup-y thing, which has some metrics problems. Let me show you some of the metrics problems. Because I wrote some code on Sunday that is broken. Where is CloudWatch? Oh, it's right there. They're not in any sort of alphabetical order, which is, standard operating principle for AWS. Hey, what's up, Sianar Sahin and Kung Fu Me? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. There is one of these metrics, which is prepare duration. If we look out to 3 days, yeah, you can see sometimes there is time traveling going on, where apparently the CI job takes negative time to prepare. So there's clearly some bugs here, but we'll be looking into that later. And for those of you that have not been to the stream, pre-commit.ci is the CI system that I wrote that those metrics, these negative metrics are coming from, that I need to fix. But yeah, it's a CI system that's based around pre-commit, which is the open source linting code formatting framework that we're working on today. And the idea behind pre-commit is you have a small configuration file that specifies tools in a bunch of different programming languages, and it knows how to install and run those against files in your repository. So you don't have to install anything at all. You just say, hey, pre-commit, I want ESLint or Flake8 or whatever linters you want. It knows how to set those up in user space and run them against files in your repository. And what pre-commit.ci does is it takes the installation part as well as all the other stuff behind it and makes a really convenient, easy to use CI system where you don't have to configure it. It's all conventionally configured. It'll auto fix your pull request. This is actually the original idea, and like the whole reason that I wanted to build this was like, man, it's really annoying to fix people's pull requests, so let's just auto fix them. But then I also made it super fast. Krampus iPad, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I don't have any buttons today, so you'll just have to deal. But thank you for the gift subs to I'm Des Wolf, Ergo at 2 months, Solus at 8 months, Dr. Vim at 7 months, and Warrenov at 4 months. Welcome back to Subtem, all of you. But yeah, that's pre-commit and pre-commit.ci, and we're mucking around with Docker today. And we are looking at proc1c group. Oh my god. Okay, this is what it normally looks like, which is a bit much. Okay, so let's actually put this into a test. Interesting. I bet this doesn't work in Podman. Oops. Oh shit. Well, Podman's broken on that machine, so that's my other VM that I don't use very often, and I usually just throw junk on it, and it's in some sort of trash state usually. Cat proc1c group. Yeah, this does not have anything mentioning Docker, so it's not going to work for that. Oh well, it'll be good enough. Sainov says, you've been working on it for over a year. Yes, pre-commit.ci has been, I think I started working on it in April of last year, and it is April of this year. So it has been 1 year. It is launched, and it is launched on the GitHub Marketplace, so you can now pay for it if you want private repository support, but it is free for open source, so you know, if you have public repositories, you're good to go. You're already set to go. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Grandpa's iPad. Hello, hello, and Taylor6K. Good to see you. Did the flush party continue since Monday? No, I stopped playing the flush party. I gave up on that. I might come back to that later. Ethan is also here. Hello, hello. Cupaku says, what could be a maintainable and readable alternative for fixture inheritance? I don't really know. I honestly think fixture inheritance is just like a feature that probably shouldn't exist. Build a Gray, hello, hello. Bitmasher, thank you for correcting me about BJ again. And we got Baton Cruz, hello, hello. Just trying to catch up on everyone who said hi. Zithrius is here, hello, hello, Zithrius. You made it to the stream today. You made it to the stream. His code is so good it can break physics. Quick call NASA. Well, no. Today on Anthony's Code, breaking the space-time continuum by linting code. I'm pretty sure it's in requeues, but I put a little bit of logic to handle requeues, but I'm pretty sure it's just wrong. So we gotta fix that. Ezekiel, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. And Okarjun, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Say yo now says, nice dude, but do not forget to say yo when reading my name. Alright, say yo now. Yo, 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 yo. Is that what you want? Alright, we said yo. We got it. Oh my god, it's so sweaty in my room. I think, god, it feels like, what's the word? Sacrilege. But I think I'm going to turn on the air conditioner, so. Let me switch to RTX voice. Actually, we'll turn on RTX voice, and then I'll switch it so you can kind of hear the difference. So, I'm going to turn on my air conditioner. I'll be right back. I'm going to close the door so it doesn't heat my entire house. Or cool my entire house. But yeah, it's a little sweaty in here. Oh god, it's so hot in here. Okay, so I think you can hear the air conditioner. Can you kind of hear it in the background? I don't really know, so you'll have to tell me, chat. There should be like a sort of thing going on in the background. Sounds fine. Oh, you can't hear it? Okay, well, I'm gonna switch to RTX voice anyway. So we're on RTX voice now. So anyway. Bill DeGray says, are you going to be doing this regularly? Yes, I stream all the time. Do you mean streaming or fixing this person's pull request? But yeah, I stream all the time. In fact, I've got a little check mark. I'm partnered. I stream quite a lot. But I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon. And then random days throughout the week when, you know, I have some free time, so I feel like streaming. God, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the only problem with RTX is when I get excited, which happens a lot. It makes me sound like a robot. But yeah, my streaming schedule. So I mean, maybe not the best way. The best way to get notified about streams is to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, which y'all are free to hang out with me there. But there is also a Google Calendar, which is linked below. However, the Google Calendar only has the regular scheduled stuff, so like you can see that there isn't one for today, even though I'm streaming right now. But yeah, the Discord is the best place to get that going. Why is it so damn hot in California right now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Only when you're talking? Oh, okay, cool. Well, hopefully RTX is doing its job now. Pretty hot in Ohio right now. Yeah, the weird thing is I had the heat on this morning, so I feel like kind of mega wasteful, but oh well, that's the way things go. Okay, so we answered that that is not a thing, but we do want to grab the output of this so that we can actually have a realistic test case. So let us go back to here. Oh, and we actually have one here as well. Cool. Cool. Test languages, Docker test. We're slowly unbreaking this person's code. Okay, Docker C group example. We're gonna have a multi-line byte string. Docker C group example. Non-Docker C group example. I will paste this one over here. Non-Docker C group example. That way we get more realistic tests here. Oops, we have an extra S there. Okay, those tests should still pass. Now we need to figure out what the hell the rest of these tests are. We could start by doing this and dedenting all of this and removing self. Slowly rewriting their code. So they say string here, but that is not the right type. Skizor, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you're doing now. Welcome, welcome. Recursive chat. Good to see you. Skeezer says sound fine. Ezekiel says okay. Yeah, we already read all these. We already read all these. And then the Dick Sword. Yes. Makes you sound like a robot. You mean your human filter overloads and your robot voice comes out? It's true. It's true. Have you added the Dick Sword to your YouTube video descriptions yet? I have not. I need to write some code to do that at some point. Kankumi says this would be my. Kangas says, what do the buttons between the keyboards do? I use these. This is a little stream deck. If you do bang keyboard 3, yes. So it is a little 3x3 keyboard made by Kibio, called the BDN9. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 is much nicer. Mr. Finch, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your subscription. Hopefully you are doing well. But yeah, I push buttons on it and it switches scenes. So I basically only use these 3 buttons when I'm streaming. I use these. Oops, those ones up there when I'm recording YouTube videos. So this is one of my YouTube scenes. We use this one for streams so you can see chat and such. But yeah, it's a do-it-yourself stream deck kind of thing. I soldered it together on stream too, which was pretty fun. But yeah, thanks for the question, Kangas. Mr. Finch says we're all doing now. Yes, indeed, indeed. One of the buttons launches a tactical nuke. Yes, precisely. Say yo now says how to switch between 2 GitHub accounts on a computer. So you mean for like pushing and stuff? So what I do is I make private tabs and use the web interface through the other one. For pushing, you kind of have to fiddle around with SSH keys and identities and all that stuff, which is a lot of work. Honestly, what I would do if I were dealing with multiple GitHub identities is I would probably just have 2 VMs because I'm going to forget and push the wrong account occasionally. But yeah, I've not flipped around with those two. What's with the huge blue button, says 85 Filter. If you do bang blue thing, there we go. The on the server's got you. It is a little fidget toy. I don't have any of my Pokemon machines, so we'll have to use my cellular telephonic today. But yeah, I don't know. It spins. Looks nice. It's one of my many fidgety toys that I've got on my desk. Where are my other ones? Got True fidget spinner. Where's the broken fidget spinner? Broken fidget spinner. It's like weighted weird, so it feels really cool when you spin it. I have the original fidget cube from the Kickstarter. I have some other fidgety stuff, but it is not within reach. So those are my usuals. Cursor Chat says, could you explain why the syntax is like this for calling a method of a base class? Oh, you mean calling... Oh. So that syntax is actually outdated. So this is the old Python 2 syntax. In Python 3, you can now replace this directly with a argumentless supercall. And if you're using PyUpgrade, which is a tool that I wrote, it will automatically do this for you, so you don't even have to think about it. It'll just be like, I make your code better by super. It'll auto fix supercalls for you, so you don't have to think about it. But what this special object did, or at least its intent was to make mixed inheritance and multi-inheritance less of a thing you have to think about, and it would just resolve to the proper method resolution order that you would want to, do your superclass call here. So yeah, that's what this special super object does. And in Python 3, it was simplified. The way it's simplified is actually kind of weird. This is kind of how it works. My super return sys.getFrame .fback.flocals. Oh wait, how does it work? Let's see if we can write our own. My super. Oh, we actually need to make the base class. Oh, and then we actually have to call it as well. And why has the music stopped? Man, remember when turning on my air conditioner messed up my upload? Oh, we have to actually call it foo.baz. Sys.get. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, because we're inside PDB, so we actually have to get the frame first. Sys.getFrame. Frame.fback. Code.co arg. Is it co var names? Yeah, 0. And then we gotta get that out of the frame.fback.flocals. So that's self. And then type self-var. And then, I guess it's actually, I think it uses self-var.class directly, which is like a weird mix thing. Okay. But this is what we need to do to implement our own super, our own magical super, the Python 3 magical super. Self-var equals return super self-var dot class, and then self-var. Okay, so that's how we can make our own magical super. This is similar to, oh, you can't see because it's off screen. Shit. This is similar to the magic that Python 3 does to implement super. Of course, they do it in C, so it's a little bit less hacky, I guess. It's kind of hacky, but it's less hacky. Why are there 2 params in super? So the original idea and the reason that this had 2 parameters was you could pick the class that you wanted to resolve parent-wise from. I mean, you can still do this, but it doesn't really make too much sense. And then you have the instance. So you had the type that you needed to get the method resolution from, and you had the instance itself. And you can pass a different class in here. There are actually, there's actually a lot of bugs where you pass the wrong class in here, which is part of the reason why they simplified it down. But you can see here, like, self and the type of self are almost always what you're going to do here. But you know, they wanted to make it as flexible as possible because they're kind of exposing the inner parts out of here. Mr. Finch said 2 Docker containers. So I'm actually dealing with VMs. So I'm on Windows. Oh, you mean 2 Docker containers to do the GitHub stuff? Yeah, that might work. But developing in Docker containers sucks. Kung Fu Me says, why are you not running your shiny Pokemon program today? Because I got the last shiny that I need, Kung Fu Me. I got my 1 in 130,000 Pokemon. It only took 61 shiny Pokemon to get it. I still have to edit together the footage and make a YouTube video, but I got my shiny authentic Sinistea, the rarest shiny Pokemon of all time. I have it now, so yeah, so that's why I'm not running it because I'm done. I got the last one. He catched them all. Yes, exactly. Dennis, I'm here to say hello, hello. Me who knows nothing about Python watching this wizard man do wizard things on his PC. Yeah, right. Ethan says, I tried to run NVIDIA, Docker, and WSL2. I don't think GPU pass-through has been implemented yet. Failed to work because of undefined symbol device set GPC clock VF offset. Oh no. Oh no. Cithri says, when auto-fixing things in files, what do you use for opening, running, and saving? Just a context manager with open. Yeah, essentially. It should be slightly smarter than that. Like, it should do atomic file replace, but, like, until it's a problem, don't fix it. And it's been 6 years, and no one's complained, so I have not fixed it yet. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Color Marku? Hello. Good to see you again. Some people don't get a shiny in their entire life. Here's Anthony catching 61. So I didn't catch 61 shiny Sinestees. I caught 61 shinies in the grass where Sinistea is. I think I caught like 7 shiny Sinestees. And I caught like 15 fucking Morgrims. Morgrim was stupidly common for whatever reason. But yeah. Just use the containers when uploading. Just mount the doors you need. Containers are such a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong. Containers are really convenient for doing things that containers make really, really convenient. But for general purpose development and debugging, I find that containers are a real pain in the ass. Of course, all shinies, all forms, no cheats. Yeah, indeed. Although I don't have all the forms of Minior or all of the sizes of Pumpkaboo, so I can still do those too. The thing is, the shiny form of Minior, they're all the same color, so I'm not sure what the point of getting them all shiny is, but I think I'm probably going to do it anyway. And getting the sizes of Pumpkaboo, that one's going to be annoying, although I think I can use a raid trick in Sword and Shield. I'm not going to use the cheaty way to do the raids because you can just like look up your seed and then reset a certain number of times. I think that's too easy. I think what I'm going to do instead is actually reset a raid to get to the point where it gives the right size Pumpkaboo and do it that way. You should still do it for the clout, yeah. They probably will. But anyway, that's this. Why is the syntax happening broken here? It's probably broken in VS Code also. But anyway, okay, so that's super. Let's peel back the layers a bit. Be where we were at. Oh, right, we're rewriting whatever the fuck is going on here. It will make PyTest crazy. Yeah, this is bullshit. In Windows. Yeah, I'm not sure what they are doing here. But let's at least fix the code formatting here first before we start trying to figure out what they're doing. Oh, we got a self here. Probably have a self here as well. Out here. Okay. So, why they did this one right, but why didn't they do the other ones right? Huh? What? Oh, fucking Christ. Because it will make PyTest crazy. Oh, probably because it PyTest uses common path in the middle of it. Probably it shouldn't. You should be fine. But mocking common path is stupid. There's no reason to mock common path. Let's do this incrementally so we're not breaking things. Self not found. Oh, hey, it's the drop song. Okay. These should very clearly be next to each other. Oops. In Docker and not in Docker. Okay, I see what they're doing. They are making sure that a very specific set of implementations are in play. So these should not be fixtures. Okay, I understand why they're doing that now. I feel like I've fixed this one line of code like 10 times now. Be great if they didn't make the same mistake repeatedly. Okay, so this should not be a fixture because they are calling it Leonardo DiCaprio. Close there. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Sure. Well, you. Oh, so close to being not shit. Okay. Let's fix up all of these now. Variable name is going to have to change. I'll uncopy and paste that. Okay, so that's passing that. Z3 says, question, may I post my first decent looking website here for feedback? Yeah, feel free. Leonardo DiCaprio says, do single underscore variables in Python mean something? Conventionally, yes. Let's see. What is the variable? What is the video? I was guessing at the title. I have a video which goes over everything you would want to know. Oh, wrong GitHub. Anthony writes code / explains underscore naming and underscores. Oh, I was so close. Underscores naming. There we go. Zithrius says, all right, destroy me. Okay, I'm gonna open this off screen because I suspect that you might be trying to W3 schools me. Oh, this looks cool. Okay, I trust. Let's see. Oh, it's just an image. Wait. Is it supposed to just be an image? Wait, what? How does this work? Where's the script? See a style sheet. Is it entirely done with style sheets? Anyway, this is all I see right now. Is this what it's supposed to? Whoa, okay, that lagged a lot. Why did that lag so much? I don't know why it's lagging so much. It's getting better the more I refresh it, though. Weird. Looks cool. The logo looks really nice. With the like subtle pulsing there. I like that. Looks cool. SVG with gradient. Oh, neat, neat, neat. Broccoli Arm says, how does the lookup on explains command work? No fuzzy matching. There is fuzzy matching, but it apparently is not very good. It's SQLite's built-in fuzzy finding thing. The flashbangs, right, Silly Buttons? Hey, how's it going, Silly Buttons? Hi ho! Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Looks pretty different for me on Brave. I mean, I opened it in Firefox and it looks about the same. Okay, these are still passing, so we can continue the refactoring. Oops. Output string should be docker out. Well, this test is gonna fail if you run it in Docker. Oh, I guess we have not in Docker. All right. Love to rewrite code when the contributor doesn't listen to what I ask them to do. Might as well have just written this myself the first time. Actually, I'm pretty sure we got this down to just being one line before. Yep, we did. Weird how that works out. I am a code formatter. Okay, same thing here. One more. Oh, we didn't fix this one either. Okay. I will learn how to fix lag once I learn how to website. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, no problem. Chromium is weird for that, but the card effect is nice. Yes. I should stop using a template and second and build my own layout. Hey, what's up, Zushui? Hello, hello. Also looks different for Firefox 88 on Linux. Huh. Interesting. Zushui says it's GNU/Linux for your very necessary information. Yeah, the bot's entirely trolling. Don't let it take your mind or whatever the phrase is. My Delphi professor in university said with statements are evil, but it was gonna be our dirty little secret. With statements being evil? With statements are amazing. They're like one of the best things. Did you really just sing the I Am a Code Formatter song? I might have. I might have. Cook with me says, why do we need pre-commit when we can just have Anthony do all the formatting? Yeah. Anthony formats code. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. On my repos, I implement a linter that enforces format. Yeah, I have a linter here as well, but like, it doesn't stop people from writing intentionally dumb code. I can't fix the bad code part. And part of this is structural and changes. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is make this in Linux and in Windows thing, not PyTest fixtures. Linux common path. We actually don't care about reps. We can just do that. We have NT common path. There's no reason to write this. Well, why you would do this? Windows common path. Linux common path. This is taking up way more time than I thought it was going to be. Do we still pass? We do not. Windows. It's NT common path. In Linux is not defined. That was a pain in the ass. Alright, let's take a look at this again. Should I let pre-commit rewrite some stuff of it? Wait, pre-commit for enforcing commit message length. You can do that. There is a pre-commit does have commit message support. So you can do that if you wanted to. One VFX says, I'm new to Python. Why backslash are escaping or not the path of bot? Okay, so yeah, so these are Windows paths, and the syntax highlighting is broken here. I'm pretty sure it's also broken in VS Code as well. Or maybe it isn't, and I need to upgrade the grammar. But what's happening here is there's a raw string, so that's causing these backslashes to be treated literally. It just so happens that inside, actually, I think capital R does something different here. Maybe it's here, it does something different here. Yeah, so capital R it uses for true raw strings. It's treating these as regex escapes because it's like it doesn't know the difference between, R. But you can use capital R to make it not think about this as a special string. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to appease the syntax either. But yeah, it's being tricky there. So yeah, these are raw strings where the backslash is not treated specially. I actually believe I have a video about this. Yeah, there you go. Check out that video where I talk specifically about the R prefix on strings. Are you going to upgrade to 20.1 with GNOME 40? No, I am going to wait for LTS. I do not like to run non-LTS releases, partially because I write a bunch of software for LTS, but also because, well, I mean, they've gotten better about them being more stable, but in the past, the LTSs have been relatively unstable. Whereas, LTS long-term support. That shit's stable. Kind of upgrade every 2 years. So, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until 2204. Backslashes mean something in Windows. So on Windows, the backslashes are directory separators. On POSIX, they're forward slashes. So just slight differences there. But yes. All right. I think these tests are better now. I don't know why these are. Why do they capitalize the U there? Surely a typo, right? Hope that does make a difference. That'd be a bit of an annoying difference there. No. Yeah, I don't know why they inlined here but didn't inline up here. This seems odd to me. Hey, I'm Des Wolf. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Who says, I really appreciate your... Oh, I'm going to talk over the TTS. I really appreciate your explanation of these things in PyTest. It gives me a better understanding of its usage and functionality for my own projects. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. And thank you for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate your support there. Okay. So, I also notice this is only used once, so maybe we will do this since we're only used once. And then move you down below here where the actual stuff gets used. And then I gotta fix this. Okay. And we probably need to rename these functions a little bit. Hey, what's up? Universo Discreto, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Dog path. Just put that in here. Well, we don't want to do that. But that would have run everything. Well, these are actually going to fail because I don't have true Docker. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. Oh, they're using conventional commit garbage. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, anyway. And then we wait for CI and then merge their patch. What does F do instead of squash? It ignores the second commit message. So Python uses variable naming conventions to avoid using keywords. So there isn't any real public or private in Python. There's no access control, so everything is always public all the time. So you use you use convention instead to do that. Agnes Wolf thanked Grandpa's iPad for the gift sub. The F, oh, I already said it's fix up, so it removes the second commit message. Where did public-private come from? There's a lot of languages that implement public-private. I don't know what the first one was, although probably one of the oldest that supports it is C++. I mean, Java has public-private. Where? Let's see, which programming language did public-private first? Simula, I guess. Presumably. Simula 87, I guess. The original Simula had everything as public and lacked encapsulation. Well, there you go. I mean, Java and C++ are the ones that come to mind for me, though. Bitland FTW honestly do like conventional commits for the auto version dubbing. Yeah, but usually people's commit messages are still garbage, even if you compartmental. Anyway, I'm not gonna do my conventional commit rant. We did that last stream. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. Sarcastic Dante says there. Are you saying because you're pretty sure this is a white dude? Because I feel like a white dude. I say that it's a white dude. I've dabbled with Java a bit, had to write public-private all the time. Yes. Yeah. It's an endless cycle of using underscore as a private variable. Yes, indeed. Would have been funny if it said PHP. Yeah, there's no way it was PHP. There's no way WoW so clutch. But how you doing? Hello. Good to see you. Oh, Grandpa's iPad with your gift leader 1 badge. Fancy. Oh, because you rewrote a lot. Yeah, that's true. It's true. It was like what 91% rewrite. So, yeah, I maybe kept their imports, but there indeed there. Okay, so we're gonna let that build, and so we're gonna work a little bit on pre-commit.ci and try and figure out why my metrics are negative here. Very negative. I'm pretty sure I know why. It's lapse in logic. But we're going to compare up against how these get calculated, and I'm pretty sure these should have actually been represented as requeues instead of negative values. But yep, so we're going to do that next. Leonardo says, I'm a noob, but not terribly noob, but a noob. I still don't know how to stash my changes, so I have commits like commit so I can pull and merge from main. Oh, so yeah, so I actually don't trust Git Stash myself because I've been burned by it one too many times. Because it's somewhat easy to lose the stuff you put into a stash because stash conflicts weren't really broken in Git for whatever reason. So I usually just do manual stashing myself. Cinecala says your keyboard makes me really angry. Like I want to slap a kitten. Is that a euphemism, Cinecala? I could think of some other things that slap a kitten means. But if it bothers you so much, I can get a different keyboard. If that's what you're asking for today, we can get out the other keyboard. If we really want to do this, then I gotta rearrange my desk again. Oh, man, the things I do for you, chat. Things that I do for you. Let's move this over there. Can get that over here. And scoot you over here. We're whipping out the other keyboard today. I don't know if we'll get the nice keyboard sounds because of RTX, Because RTX is usually like, keyboard sounds, nah, you don't get any of those. Not for you. No keyboard sounds for you. Let's see, we gotta get the ball back into view, and this little guy up there. I could scoot you just a little bit more. I need my water. There we go. Corner of the other keyboard in view. But now we got a normal keyboard. Oh yeah, RTX cuts that out. Where's my... I'm gonna turn off my air conditioning so that y'all can get the keyboard sounds. I'm sacrificing my personal comfort so you can get glorious keyboard sounds. Are you happy now, chat? Are you happy? Does that get you going? That ASMR of those nice little... Oh yeah, some good sounds right there. Oops. Anyway, leave the kitties alone. I'll come editing. Yeah. Please don't take this advice. It's terrible. Obviously, the solution is to copy the get diff to a file, hard reset, and continue. That's actually what I do, Zithers. That's basically what I do. I use get diff pipe to a patch file, and then I use git apply because I find that it is useful. In fact, oh god, it's a little bit different. Does that work right? Yeah. So I go over my workflow in that video linked there. Left keyboard plus right keyboard equals productivity. So I tried this the other day where I put left hand on this keyboard, and I had a really hard time doing this. Doing that combination, the quick, brown, flux, jumps. Yeah, like really hard to do it that configuration. But for some reason, Splashly! Hello. Welcome to the stream. Let me give you a shout out. We are messing around with keyboards. I have my split keyboard off screen, but for some reason when I cross my arms, I was able to do this reasonably well. Oh, I'm not in the right window. Hold on. The quick, oh god, even this is not so great. The quick, So like that's like somehow really easy to do even though my arms are crossed, which is weird. Okay, but anyway, for the raiders, my name is Anthony. I work on a lot of open source Python stuff. I maintain some stuff that you might have heard of, such as PyTest, Tox, Flake8, PyFlakes, pre-commit, which I created, Dead Snakes, libsass Python, a bunch of code formatters and linters and that sort of stuff. That's the things that I find really, really interesting. Earlier today, we reviewed and rewrote a pull request to pre-commit to fix up some weird Docker mounting stuff. And now we're going to be working on pre-commit.ci to fix my metrics, which are negative due to some bugs in the way I record the metrics. So we're going to try and figure out the problem and then fix it. This is running in AWS, and it powers this this thing called pre-commit.ci. I mentioned pre-commit earlier. It is a framework for linters and code formatters. The idea behind pre-commit is it takes a small config file which lists the code formatters and linters that you want and their versions. So in this case, I've got a YAML checker, I have some white space fixers, and I'm using the Python code formatter black. Pre-commit actually supports a bunch of different programming languages despite being written in Python, and it knows how to install all those tools, so you don't have to do any manual installation. You don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta set up Ruby and Go and Rust and all this other stuff. Like pre-commit just does that stuff for you and installs it all in user space and makes sure that every contributor has a consistent development environment, and then runs those tools against files in your repository. And what pre-commit.ci does is it packages this up into a very convenient CI system that is convention driven, so you don't need any special configuration. And the real cool thing is it auto fixes your pull request. So if you ever have like a formatting issue, pre-commit.ci will just be like, I got you, and just like auto fix the formatting for you. And this is, I mean, this was the original idea for building the CI system, and it's a real big selling point. But also it's just hella convenient, and it's way faster than other free CI systems. It has caching and yeah, auto fixes and updates your configuration for you, so you don't have to worry about bumping those versions periodically. It'll just do that for you. And it just recently got onto the GitHub marketplace, so you can now buy a subscription that works for private repositories as well. But it'll always be free for open source. But anyway, that's pre-commit.ci, and we're going to be working on fixing the metric stuff today. Whew. Solar Sea, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Those browns are loud. These are actually clears, but yes, they are quite loud. Tiny keyboard. Yeah, it's just a 10 keyless. Other than that, it's pretty normal. I have to have a numpad. I'm 10 key by touch. I don't like 10 key. I just never use the 10 key, so it was convenient that this keyboard just didn't have a 10 key. Easy. I was just memeing and I found functionality. Yes, indeed. But Splashy, how was your stream? Wait, did you become partner? Yes, I've actually been partner since like last September. But it's easy to lose track of, especially when I'm in chat, because it kind of just looks like the subscription little dealy do. But yes, I'm partner. Last year, over the summer, I had, well, I have a lot of viewers right now. I basically had this viewership for several months in a row, and then applied, and yeah, I got it on my first try, which was a stressful period of time. But yeah, easy. Yeah, I'm almost up to 10,000 followers again. I was there, and then follow bots got purged, and so now I'm back under 10,000. But I'll be back there soon enough. But yeah. Or Node, has anyone bought it already? Yes, there are, I think, 2 customers. One of them is myself, but there is an external customer who has helped me do a bunch of beta testing, and there will likely be a few other customers because he does contracting for people and has basically been like, yeah, you guys need this service, so I'm potentially going to get more customers just off of this one person, which will be great. 10 kilos are real nice. Yeah, I agree, Jaden. Especially says, congrats. Gotta take off, but have yourself a lovely evening. Well, thank you for the raid. Thank you for stopping by, Splashly. It's good to see you as always. Jane says, typing with one hand is one of my favorite strengths due to playing StarCraft for almost 20 years. So I can't do it anymore, but I learned to one-hand touch type. It's supposed to be FHJS. No. Every other? No, I think it's FGHJ. But I learned to one-hand touch type, which is basically this. Like, you reach... Your pinky does a lot of work. Your pinky does almost all of these keys over here, and your pointer does, like, all of these keys over here, and then these kind of hang out in the middle. But there is a method to it, and I got up to, like, 65 words a minute. Typing with one hand. I, of course, have lapsed that because I did it for just to like try and make it happen, and not like realistically using it. So, Oliver Leitner, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, or is it Leitner? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello, fellow StarCraft. So I played StarCraft a little bit. I was pretty good at it, but also I didn't have the patience to learn the game. So. I learned like one race and I was decent at it for a while, and then I was like, well, all my friends have been playing this for 20 years, so I'm never going to be as good as they are, so I'm just not going to play anymore. But yeah. Oliver says, the list alone of stuff you maintain made me curious. Yeah, well, I do a lot of Python stuff. It happens that way. You're not done yet. Let me make sure it's not partial. I think if it failed, it would fail early. Let's just wait on the Windows garbage. Blah. Well, yeah. Why would you do one-hand typing except if injured? I was in high school. We were bored. It seemed like a fun thing to try and see if we could, competitively race each other to be better at one-handed typing. I don't know. I did a lot of weird shit when I was in high school. Have you ever done polyphasic sleeping? Yeah, we went through a phase of doing that too. Polyphasic sleep. Where the idea is you take a lot of extremely power naps, and every 4 hours you take a power nap. The idea is that you end up only sleeping like 3 hours a day, or like 2 or 3 hours a day, and you're just like extremely productive. And it was true. Like it took like a week to adjust, but then like I suddenly had like 21 hours in a day to do stuff, and like I would have kept doing it, but I just got so fucking bored. Because there's only so much. I mean, I probably could have like, you know, side hustled and done some other stuff there, but like, well, and keeping it in sync with school was tricky too. So like we would take lunch. We would basically use our lunch break to do like a 20-minute nap, power nap. But yeah, I don't know. It was something to try. Oh my god, today's just been raid after raid. Zorgenheimer, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing today? I feel like I'm just today is Anthony explains Anthony over and over and over. But it's all good. It's good to see you. How are you doing? How was your stream today? For those of you just joining, my name is Anthony. I work on a lot of Python stuff, so I maintain some important stuff that you might have heard of. PyTest, Talks, Pre-commit, Flakegate, PyFlakes, Dead Snakes, libsass Python, a bunch of code formatters, linters that I didn't name there. And pre-commit, did I say pre-commit? Pre-commit. Pre-commit is my baby. That's the one I'm working on the most. Today we already did some stuff for pre-commit. The idea behind pre-commit is linter code formatter. It installs all of them so you don't have to manage them. And then I've built a CI system around pre-commit, which auto-fixes your pull requests, which is pretty cool. That's the abridged version since I just did the long version. But we are working on a bug in pre-commit CI where my metrics are negative for some reason. So I got to figure out why they're negative and then fix the code that caused these to be negative. I have a hunch, but I wrote this code hurriedly on a Sunday. So the metrics have not been in for long, so it's not surprising that there was a bug, but yeah. Doing polyphasic for the lulz sounds kind of dangerous, but it actually worked. Yeah, it works really well. Oh, we got the shout out from Sarcastic Dante. Thank you, Sarcastic Dante. Appreciate that. Zorch Rain. Indeed. Zorch Hyper. Oh, that's a cute emote. I like that. Hey, what's up, Edorfau? Edorfaus. Hello. I feel like I've seen you before. I can't hear anything, by the way. My audio is scuffed on my end. Oh, no. Well, thank you for the raid. Welcome. He's talking about himself again. Yes, exactly. 96K says, after day, Anthony's going to make his bot have an explains Anthony command. I mean, I feel like it is still useful to, you know, talk to your viewers as they show up. Still give them that intro. Because if you're just like, welcome to the stream, make sure you click on the video that talks about who I am. Like, people will just be like, bleh. Oh, you plugged in. Perfect. I was just saying thank you for the raid. I was explaining myself and all the Python stuff that I maintain. It's good to have you. What were you working on stream today, Zorgenheimer? Ironvirus's keyboard. Yes. We have actually gone through both of the keyboards today. So I have my split keyboard off screen. I was driving trains. What? What does that mean? What do you mean you were driving trains? What is I can't even begin to think of what that means. Like physical real trains? I was playing Densha I don't know what that is. Densha de Go. Oh, train simulator game. Oh, interesting. I know you usually rank code on stream. Were you scripting this in some way, or... Oh, wait. First release in 1996. Interesting. Japanese train simulator game. I see. I was used to the other keyboard. Why are we switching? Chat was like, switch your keyboard, so I switched my keyboard. I don't know. I use both of them. Just for the lulz. I mean, if chat says to switch back, I can just switch back. So it's real easy. Just playing, no coding tonight. Ah, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I've watched your coding stream, so like, that's why I asked what you're doing. Oh, I already have this closed. Well then, let's get the latest version. Make sure we are up to date. Okay, so there is this bit of code here. I guess we'll put it on the other screen so we can see more of it. Run metrics. Okay, so basically what Do I have my diagram? I don't have my diagram. We will redraw the diagram. Okay, so this is the TLDR of how pre-commit.ci works. Oh, we use that for Lambda. We'll use something else for... Q. Okay, so the way all of these pieces fit together, let's color them, because I didn't color them last time. And we'll get nice colors this time. Oh, that green is ugly. Why did we pick the green? We're gonna go with purple. I don't know, yellow. Getting some nice colors in here. Pink, sure, the Lambda can be pink. Okay, so this is kind of what pre-commit.ci looks like. This is the web API, so this is both, you know, a API for webhooks, web hooks, and it is also the web view. So this is what people log in and see, and this is what GitHub calls. And the part that we care about today is the run queue. So when the API is hit from a pull request or a push or whatever, it puts things on a queue, and that gets fed into a EC2 instance, which is the run ESG. And this does the actual runs in the CI system, so it clones the code, runs the tools, installs them, etc. And when that is done, it writes to the runs table in Dynamo. And I was initially going to write metrics directly from this, but I found that all the stuff that I cared about, I could get from just a Dynamo stream. So when this, you know, does its run writing here, oops, that arrow looks bad. Oh, better arrow. I can actually just look at the, there we go. I can actually just look at the stream of log writing here via Dynamo streams. Dynamo streams. Basically what it gives you is anytime there is a create or update, of course Dynamo has different ways of representing this, it will call a Lambda callback. So this is my run metrics Lambda, which is what the code we're working on today. And so what this does is it writes off to ya boy, you know, CloudWatch chilling out over here. Oops, that's green on green. That's of course not going to be readable. CloudWatch. So the metrics. Just gotta satisfy my OCD a little bit here. The run metrics writes off to CloudWatch here. So this is the metric system and is what's populating this graph here. So this is kind of like a small view of the particular thing that we're worrying about today. And yeah, there's some bugs. There's some bugs in this that we're going to be trying to work on. But yeah. Ironfire says, just popping in. Hope all is well with everyone. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well as well. Pantsu Snatcher says, my boy Anthony, how's your day? It's going all right. It's a little sweaty in here. For whatever reason, it's kind of warm in California right now. Mahanti, hello. Good to see you as well. Oh my god, I am super past my time that I'm supposed to fill up my water. So I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will be right back, and I will see you in a bit. I'm back. Oh yeah, I gotta show water because otherwise chat's like, show water. You didn't get water? I did. I got water. Oh, I also wanted to show you that we also have kind of a stretch goal today, which is to write up a. So there was, I don't know if you can spot it on this graph, but there was a period of degraded performance for pre-commit.ci yesterday. I still don't know what caused it, but you can very clearly see in here that there was degraded performance, and then I reset the ASG and it magically fixed itself. So I actually don't know what went wrong here. But in the future, I want to be kind of notified of this and write an automated alert that detects this particular pattern. So our stretch goal today is we'll write some automated monitoring to catch this sort of problematic case. Because you can see, during this period, runtimes were extremely elevated and there was a significant number of timeouts. And this actually ended up manifesting really weirdly for some repositories. Results /repo /github /pytest dev /pytest. I think this redirects properly. Question mark? Oh yeah, it has to go out to GitHub. Yeah, so you can see here that PyTest normal runs are like 1 minute 18 seconds, and then for like no change whatsoever, they were 3 times longer and timing out. This is actually like right around the timeout period. So yeah, like black never completed, which is fucking weird. This one was just squeezed in under the timeout. I actually don't know what happened here. But yeah, everything was like mysteriously slower, and I have no explanation for it. So, but that's our stretch goal, is to write some monitoring to detect this case. And really, it's just like, looking at the average. I think this is just average failure time, and yeah, making that into a metric. Yeah. You should set up rewards and challenges for letting us remind you to fill up your water where every 1,000 babbies or so. So usually I do it on the mark at like an hour in when I run out of water. But yeah, I feel like a hydrate. I mean, if you want to spend your points, I can give you a point to spend them on. But I feel like a hydrate one, people just like mash it all the time, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm already drinking water as fast as I can, I don't know. Yeah, maybe remind me on the Discord, and I guess I can set it up then. But oh wait, I'm being pestered about submitting talks, so I gotta do that. I'm supposed to do that this weekend, but then I was kind of depressed, so I didn't really do anything this weekend. But yeah, that's the way things go, I guess. All right, this is done. Royal pain this. Anyway. Okay, so let's look at the code and try and figure out what's wrong. So the particular metric that is screwy is the prepare duration. Yeah, so this is supposed to be in a particular run. I have to. I just tried to do Control R like it was a terminal. Oh, wait. There we go. So when you look at a particular run here, there's this stuff up here, everything that happens before the run happens. This is what's referred to as the prepare duration. So in this case, it's like 1.5 plus 3. This is like 7 seconds of prepare here. In fact, about 7.4 seconds of prepare here. Oh, maybe this is the 0.4. I don't know. I forget whether this includes. Yeah, this includes this here. So about 7 seconds of prepare and 1 minute and 9 seconds of running. So this is the run duration. This is the prepare duration. Basically, so it gives me a way to figure out how long how long it takes to get set up to actually start running. And I've actually done some stuff to make this faster. So this clone was reduced by like 400 milliseconds recently. Actually, let's look historically. If we look at this one here versus this one here, this will be an old one. You actually can't see a difference here. Maybe that one isn't old enough. Go back further. Yeah, here we go. This is one where you can see the difference. So it used to be about a second, and so I've reduced it by about 270 milliseconds, which is pretty significant. Pretty big difference there. But yeah, anyway. But now that I have metrics, I should be able to track that sort of stuff over time, so should be nice. Hey, what's up, Bastiodon Shadowvic? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm in the middle of trying to get 3 gigs of node models updated, deployed. Oh no. Oh no. New browser extension for Firefox Control R. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. A reverse search through the address bar. Okay, so which is the metric that's broken? Prepare duration. So let's take a look at the code for that. Prepare duration, and we know this is in an error case, so it's probably actually that this check is incorrect. So this is supposed to be the queue check. So I think there's actually 2 cases where there's a requeue, and I think this is the wrong check for that. So requeue happens when a run restarts for a second time when it gets aged out or errored out. Oh boy. I just think this keyboard is a little bit weird after switching back and forth. So the way this works... What is the name of the function? Oh my god. Oh, right, we're in the wrong file. Okay, I have the right function name. So the way this works is it gets an item off of the queue, then it sets up the... first it tells GitHub that it has a particular status, and then it starts trying to check if it's mergeable, if it's a PR, clones the repo, grabs the config, pulls the Docker image if it needs to, performs the build if it needs to, etc., etc. But if at any point during this it errors, it will restart itself because it's a distributed queue and it has a redrive policy and a dead letter setup. And but a lot of these, like, none of this code's perfect, so there's places in here where it can error, and so it'll rerun this again. And there are several places where the run actually makes a change. Find the name of those functions. So there's run, finish, finish failure, and start. Those are the 3 places where it triggers an actual database right here. So let's do run start. This is the most common case, and this is where I want to actually detect that a rerun has started. So I think my assumption here about this being empty is not always true, because I think there is code after run finish. This is where it actually writes to the data store that it's doing stuff. I think there's cases after this where it can still do a rerun. Oh, so yeah. So what can happen here? Is this races, I think. Yeah, so it finishes, and then as it runs this, it gets re-queued to rerun again. Yeah, so what I've learned is that this push commit here is not well timed. The code currently assumes that it takes 0 time, which is not true. So if this finishes and then this runs, the requeuing can be wrong. I think what I really need to do here is detect if, instead of detecting that there's not steps, detect that there are 2 timestamps that are different. Yeah, and I think that's the actual requeue. So we can say if old data run start ns is not none, and that's off screen, so we're just gonna work on it on this screen. I think that's how to fix this. It's a race and there's a bug somewhere else, and like I need to fix the bug at some point, but yeah. Best John says, I have a question regarding PyTest. So I have a fixture that reads a comma-separated string from a command line, turns a list. Can't seem to figure out how to use this list in PyTest parameterized test as arg values. Fixture that reads and then use. So fixtures don't really work with parameterize, but what you could do. Let's see if we can make a little example. So, what is the PyTest hook read arguments? PyTest arguments. I don't think this is what I want. This is for writing your own hooks, which we don't want to do. We want... No, we don't want the API reference either. It's this file. PyTest command line parse. I don't think that's the one we want either. Yeah, these are internal plugins. Add option hook. Add option, that's what it is, yeah. Add option. Here we go. Register arg parse, so PyTest add option, which takes parser and plugin manager. Parser, plugin manager. Does this work? Okay, so you can do that. So let's say that this is, yeah, we can actually just do this. We don't really need any of the other stuff there. And so then we want to do a PyTest modify items. Oh, here's literally exactly what you want. Yeah, this is almost exactly the example I was about to write. So you do this. If command opt in meta func fixture names, meta func parameterize, command opt. I think it's this. No option named command opt. Why didn't my thing get done? Oh, maybe this has to be in... in a conf test? Run type is not iterable. I swear this is the way you did this. Learn, parse. Oh, we didn't pass anything, so we need to do default equals this. Okay, so that should work fine, except didn't. Okay, cool. So now if we do command opt foo, command opt bar, verbose, we get tests. Okay. Oh boy, that was a lot. But I can paste bin this example for you so you can follow that, or you can just follow the docs here. But yeah, that's basically how you would do it. So here is that, and here is the example in the docs. But yeah, there you go. Totally doable. Undecimal says, where did the concept of dead letter come from? I have my own idea of what it is, but could you possibly explain a little bit what it's used for? I've run across this in the past with PyTest. Oh, so PyTest and dead letter are different. So the idea behind a dead letter queue is, I actually don't know where the naming origin. Dead letter mail. I guess that's where it's from. Undeliverable mail. But anyway, it's basically, so the idea of a dead letter queue is you put things into a queue and you're supposed to be able to process them, but if you can't process them and you error some number of times in a row, you can set a dead letter policy where it will take that queue item, remove it from the queue, and sequester it to a place where you can debug it later. That's kind of the idea behind a dead letter queue. And I use a dead letter queue so that if you know, a run errors too many times, I could still re-trigger the run if I needed to. But yeah. Next Avila says, I have no idea what I just witnessed. Magic. Hey, what's up, Metabytes? Hello, hello. Good to see you. But yeah, we just did some PyTest fuckery. That's what you witnessed. And now I'm gonna guess at how to fix this thing. It's all magic, yes. Actually, we can write test for this. Test slash handler test slash. How do we end up with a negative? Oh, we requeue in the future. Yeah, we requeue. Resources. Run finish success to run to requeue after finish, which is apparently possible. I want to make it impossible at some point, but I need to fix the runner in ways that I don't understand yet. Okay, so we need to adjust this to have a new and an old being the same, except for the run start and not nanoseconds needs to be sometime in the future. Okay, so let's copy new and old. Actually, just get rid of old image. Down here, a little bit of fudge in the data to represent the state that I'm trying, I think happens. I don't actually know because I haven't debugged it or reproduced it specifically, but I'm pretty sure this is what happens. It's at least in theory possible what happens. Okay, undo those. This is going to be old image, and then we just need to have some time in the future after this timestamp. That looks like seconds, right? Billion nanoseconds? Hey, what's up? Learning machine learning? Learning machine learning! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, so we just want some time in the future after that. So we'll do plus 180 seconds. An OS error. That is a surprising... That is a surprising exception type. I would have expected value error, not OS error. I wonder if that's documented. I wonder if that is documented. Because it seems like the wrong type to me. From timestamp. This may raise overflow error. Timestamp is auto-range values for that function and OS error on a local time failure. Color this to be restricted to years between that. Interesting. Oh, it used to be value error. Interesting. Bastion Shadowvic, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate your support. Summersoft, how's it going? How have you been? Back to the old keyboard? Yeah, chat suggests that. Oh, and I'm Des Wolf, thank you for the bits. I don't know how I missed that. Appreciate that. Metabyte says, I saw this today and thought about you in all repos. Yeah. They ripped off a shitty version of all repos. I in fact was like, hey, just so you know, I made a thing that's like this but way better. But yeah. All repos is way better than getxargs. Way better. Hey, what's up, Pari? Hello. Good to see you. Xdavila, good to see you as well. Actually, this is a good place to ask a question I had earlier. Do you have any examples you would recommend of object-oriented programming Python projects? I'm interviewing. I realize I never used Python beyond scripting, and I want inspiration. I actually don't like object-oriented programming, so I'm not much of a fan of object-oriented programming. If you want an unfortunately object-oriented code base, you could take a look at Flake 8. But yeah, I don't know. I find that object-oriented programming is it has its place. I'm just not a fan of it. Okay, so where's the requeue? Def test requeue after finish. Excuse me. But I think it's completely fine to, you know, just use it as a functional language or as a scripting language. I think that's the right thing. So right now, I think that's actually going to give us other garbage. see what the tests say. Oh, sir, thank you for the support. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Did you forget to divide after adding? Yeah, well, I mostly just wanted to get a new datetime value, so. JSON decoder. Fuck. That's what I get for manually doing JSON. Testing events. Requeue after. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing so well. 314, was that what it was? 314? Yeah, I forgot. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, is it this? No. 341. 341 then. Trailing fucking comma. It's always a trailing comma. Every damn time. Okay, so this is the failing test, where we have a negative duration. Fset and Renisec. Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, this looks like it looks like the bug at least. So this is what we're going to try and fix. Perfect. I'm just Wolf says Sunday, April 25th. Oh yeah. That was where I grabbed the data from when I wrote the code. Summersoft says, oh hi, been better. Revolving door of depression sucks this year. Yeah, same. I feel you. I totally feel you. Also, forgot to say hi to ZDW. Hello. Good to see you. And Juicebox Zero is here. How's it going? Metabyte says, thought so too. Someone posted in our work Slack and I dropped a link to your all repos right after reading about it. Yeah. Pretty funny though. XDevila says, I shall keep that in Java for work then. Yes. Makes sense. Nailed it. Yeah. Renisec says, hello, this looks familiar. A lot of red lines, reminds me of something. How are you doing? Also, what are you doing? I'm running a test for... Okay, so zooming out a little bit. I am working on pre-commit.ci, which is my startup thingy thing, which I should really make a video about, but I haven't yet. They actually talked about it on Python Bytes recently. But yeah, it's a CI system for a linter and code formatter framework. That's the TLDR. But this is kind of what the architecture looks like for the components that we're dealing with today. The GitHub, through webhooks, interacts with the web tier, which writes to an SQS queue. SQ. And then the runner picks up from the SQS queue, and it writes its results to Dynamo. And then I'm using Dynamo streams, which is essentially a binary changelog, if you're familiar with like MySQL or Postgres. But it writes a changelog stream, and I pick that up in a Lambda. I know this is a Delta, not a Lambda, but bear with me, I didn't have a Lambda easy, even though this kind of looks like Lambda-ish, but anyway. But I have a Lambda that picks up the changelogs and then writes out metrics that I can view in CloudWatch, and we're trying to fix these negative ones here. Playing Apex with Jordy and True. Well, I've never played Apex, so I don't know anything about it other than that's one of them Fortnite games, right? Other than I know how to trigger people who play Apex. What is SQS? It is the Amazon Simple Queuing Service. It is a queue, a distributed queue. Yeah, but anyway. I use it to make sure that people's runs happen in order. I actually think, if pre-commit.ci gets big at some point, that I will change the queue and write my own queuing software. Or I will use a more complicated queuing software that lets me less jankily do priority queuing, because my priority queuing is a little bit whack right now. But maybe for another day. Okay, but we have our failing test. We have a negative prepare duration, which is what was broken before. So we will try and fix that now that we have our failing test. Okay, so what we want to do here is, this is, wait, where's the requeue? Requeue's up here. Okay, so if New data runs. Wait a sec. Wait, what? How do we get new? Yeah, here we go. If new data run starts. Oh, if old data run start ns is not none, and so the old data had a run timestamp, and the new runs timestamp is not the same as the old data. Run start ns. Then this is a requeue event. This is a requeue event. Then we get out. Not steps. Okay, then this is the start of the run. Okay. This should trigger just on requeues. This should be because there's two updates that happens. There's creation, and then there's an update when it starts, and then an update when it ends. Those are the three events. Those are the three states we have to handle. I guess it's just called new. So the original requeue had no, probably because I fudged the data poorly. Testing events requeue launching on run start. That's this value. And okay, they're the same. 1,000, million, billion. Cool. Alright, I think that should be good. Dennis says, "Hey Anthony, what's up with the keyboard? Chat suggested it. So I switched keyboards." This is my old keyboard. The other keyboard. But yes, the chat suggested the answer I got earlier. You're right, Summersoft. I really like that blue Summersoft, by the way. It's a good color. I like it. Git commit -m. Oh wait, does Summersoft have you picked your color? Yeah, okay, you have. I was gonna be like, if I was complimenting you on a random color, then that would be a bit weird on my part. But yeah, I like the turquoise. No, more of a cyan. Yeah. Fix negative. Prepare time triggered by requeuing. Requeuing. That's quite a word. Look at all those vowels in a row. DEFCON 2-1 live. Hello, welcome back. It's from when I was following Bash Bunny's college. Oh yeah, I remember. Requeuing. Yeah, I bet we could get TTS to be. Let's see, Google Translate. Let's not do it in German. Let's do it in English. I think we can do it over here. Oh no, we can't. English. What does this button do? Well, those are recent ones. Let's see, where the fuck is English? Requeuing. Requeuing. Oh, it translated into German for me. Oh no. Anyway. Try French. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be. Oh, it actually translated it though. What? What is this in German? What? Oh, translate from German. Request. What? Interesting. I don't know how it managed to pick that out of the French garbage that or the garbage I put in for French. It was interesting. But anyway. Cool. So now that we've done this, we will just build and play it. And we're just gonna yellow this up because we got tests, right? Oh, and this one deploys super fast because it has no dependencies, which is cool. Alright, but we handled that. We're Arson. Do we want to try and play with alerts? Somehow? Figure out how to get get an alarm out of this? Let's see. How do I... Is there a way to... So we can just go to alarms and see what we got here. I think I'm gonna make the alarm manually and then export it to Terraform. Create alarm, select metric. We want from CI runs, we want run failure duration. What's up, PJZ here? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's zoom out to 3 days. And select that metric. And then damn it, why did it do this again? When the average is hey, what's up? AWS later. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Greater than or equal to, let us set it to, I don't know, 180 is really the value. So let's just say 120. And average over a 5-minute period, let's set it to, I think 15 minutes is probably enough to notice. And then next. Actually, I want to be able to zoom this graph out. What's this button do? Oh, here we go. We set it to 3 days. It would have triggered a bunch of times here, which is good, I think. Ooh, we would have gotten close to triggering here though. Maybe this was a good value. Actually, I think I want count over that value. That a thing I can do? Sample count. I want sample count of a value. Is that a thing? Can I do that? Oh, I can do P50. That doesn't change anything. Bastion says, is it okay if I write non-pep8 compliant code and then just run auto-pep8? Yeah. That's fine. What I do. You should run black over it. Black's another idea. Or you could use YAP. I like auto-pep8 personally. I find black is too good at what it does, in that it is bad at what it does. I don't know. I don't like some of the formatting decisions that black makes. Yeah, black is much more opinionated. Maybe I should set this. I don't know what the right thing to do is here. I kind of want to be notified. I want several events over a period are above this value. I don't have enough data to like you can see these are all individual points that push this up. Like this failures are relatively rare. I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is here. And what if I, like, even if I set it to an hour, it wouldn't have triggered here. I would have wanted it to trigger here. So it needs to be less than an hour. I mean, at 1 minute, we get a bunch of events here. But I kind of want it to be averaged over a time period. Tricky. Anomaly detection. What does this do? Like, would you have fired here? I don't know. Oh god, it's loading. I see. It's like some weird AI bullshit. Okay, I don't think we're gonna use the AI bullshit. As much as it sounds cool. And we want average. And if we zoom out to 3 days, we should see that it would triggered here. Probably want, maybe I'll put it back at 120. Well, no, this is probably good enough. Okay. I think that gives me what I would want here. And then I'll just trigger SNS with it. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, I'm probably gonna regenerate this code later, so I think I'm probably just gonna think about this for a while and then not commit to anything right now. So I'm gonna do this later. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna wrap up this stream for today. It's been 2.5 hours, which is about what we usually do on weekdays. But let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find someone to raid. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube, and you can check that out at youtube.com/AnthonyRaidsCode. You can also check out educational videos, which I upload pretty frequently, although this week I was depressed this weekend, so I didn't really do any this weekend. But I'm hoping to record some maybe tomorrow and upload those. So you can get educational videos about a bunch of different topics, but yeah, check those out. I normally stream on Monday evenings and Saturday at noon, and you can subscribe to notifications about that by either following me on Twitter or by joining the Discord. And the Discord is a nice, cool place to hang out. There's a bunch of other people that write code there. There's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions, and a lot of people that can help you out with that. But overall, just kind of a cool place to hang out. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.